What's up guys, Eden here. Today, I'm back at my bookshelves. What is this madness? Not doing a challenge today, not doing a tag today. Today I'm actually doing something that booktubers do. You're probably all thinking, Eden, what's going on? Are you okay? Are you feeling sick? Well, yes, because I have really bad allergies, because apparently everything's blooming and I'm allergic to all of it. You know, I have been trying to get back into my reading game because it hasn't been so great lately. So I thought that the best way to do that would be to set myself a to be read for the month. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically just you pick out a couple of books. They don't have to follow a theme really unless you want them to, and just you read them before the month is over. And that is really helpful for someone who is too opinionated and picky to just pick one to read. I've been wanting to just reread this series and I'm like, no, Eden, you cannot just reread the Percy Jackson series. You actually have to expand your horizons and read other books. So that's what I'm doing this month. Because it's June, it's summer, school's over, I have time. So here is my June TBR that I picked out. It does follow a theme for me personally because I feel like it's a lot easier to get out of a book hangover, as they're called, if I have another book similar to it to fall into. My theme for this month is just new in general, because a lot of things can happen in the summer. You got the new weather, you've got new time and new activities that you can do because of the weather. And so, yeah. So let's get into the books. I have chosen 5. And the first is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. Now, this lovely little book right here has been turned into a movie adaptation, and I think it is coming out soon. And so I want to read this before I get around to the movie because I feel like I've done a personal injustice if I've watched the movie and have not read the book. So I didn't know much about this book. I picked it up, skimmed through a couple of pages, then just lost interest for no apparent reason. It's not because the book was bad, but it was just mostly because I'm me and I drop books for no apparent reason. From what I have read and heard, after a family tragedy occurs, 16-year-old Jacob, the protagonist, not this little girl right here, follows a set of clues which brings him to this island off the coast of Wales, where he finds Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. And what really drew me to this book was not only the fact that this is about as close to a graphic novel as you can get without actually having a graphic novel, because there are just pictures in there to support what is being told through the story, but also because I love the X-Men series, and this just really reminded me of it, especially with the safe haven for the peculiar kids. So I'm really excited about getting into this one. Book number: Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, the Sword of Summer. Okay. If you've been on my channel, you know there are about 3 series that I rave about all the time. Okay? Throne of Glass, Mortal Instruments, and the Percy Jackson series. At one point in time before I had too many books to where it didn't work out, this entire shelf was Rick Riordan stuff. Okay? All of it. Because I love Rick Riordan, because the stuff that he puts out is amazing, and it's humorous, and it's endearing, and I love it. So the minute I heard that this was coming out and that the Percy Jackson series technically wasn't over, because Magnus is, from what I believe, Annabeth's cousin. I haven't read any of this yet, but from a description that I saw on Pinterest about a cousin that lives in Boston of Annabeth's, I'm guessing that's where this is headed. From what I have heard, Magnus lives on the streets of Boston and survives by his wits after his mother told him to run. Don't know what that's about, but it sounds dramatic. And his uncle is looking for him. All I really know, Norse mythology, which is very confusing apparently, and it's Norse mythology Rick Riordan style. So I'm up for it. An Ember in the Ashes by, I'm not going to pronounce this right, Saba Tekir. I butchered that. So I did read a couple of pages of this, just like Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, and I did the same thing I did with that book. I sat it down and didn't pick it back up again. Not because I didn't like the book, but because I'm me. I really gotta stop doing that. I don't know much. I have heard fantastic things about this book. This is epic fantasy, and it's dual point of view. And the first part of the point of view is Leia. She is a slave who is trying to save her brother from imprisonment. And the other point of view is Elias, who is a soldier battling to free himself from the government he works for. The very tyrannical government. From what I read, it was very action-packed. And so this is a book that I would have to have like a week set aside to just sit down and read it, because from what I've heard, I'm not going to want to put it down. I'm gonna rave about this. Look, they're black. The pages are black. It's so cool. This is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. She wrote another series that I've heard a lot about, but still have not gotten around to myself. I've heard a lot of good things about this book. And look at that cover. Look at those pages. I couldn't say no to this baby when I saw it. I didn't get much of a description online, so just from the cover and from the sleeve, I got the description, which is 6 dangerous outcasts, 1 impossible heist. Kaz's crew is the only thing that might stand between the world and destruction if they don't kill each other first. That just grabbed my attention. It sounds great. Sounds action-packed. Sounds like another one of those books that I'm gonna have to set some time aside to just speed read, marathon through. I really do have the time to set aside. The problem is, I spend all of it on YouTube. All of it. And not making videos like I should be. I spend all of it just watching other people's YouTube videos. And not even book videos. I just watch my gamers. And now we are on to the last book, which I am so excited for. Because it is by none other than Sarah J. Maas, who wrote the Throne of Glass series, which I already said I love so much. I cannot wait for Empire of Storms from Throne of Glass to come out, because I need more Rowan in my life. I need to know how Aelin establishes her kingdom. I need to know all of this. Okay, this is another book about the Fae world, but apparently, just from speculation and from what I've heard, this has nothing to do with the Throne of Glass series. It just has to do with the Fae. This is A Court of Thorns and Roses, and that cover is beautiful. I don't know who she is, but she is rocking it, okay? Like, look at that. You wish you could pull that off, right? So, this is about 19-year-old Fair, who is a huntress who kills a wolf in the woods and has a beast-like creature come to demand retribution. Retribution. Words. This beast-like creature is actually Tamlin. And I see the sparks going up there. You don't even have to tell me. I know there's gonna be a romance there somewhere. Even if it's just like he likes her or she likes him and there's no return feelings, there's gonna be something. Okay, I know you, Sarah. I know your motives. You're gonna take my heart out of my chest and you're gonna twist it. And I'm gonna love every second of it. So yeah, that's my June TBR. If you've read any of these and have any opinions to share, you can do so in the comments below, but please no spoilers. I have been spoiled for too many great things. I had a friend spoil for me who died in Avengers Age of Ultron. I've been spoiled for The Fault in Our Stars. I had Allegiant spoiled for me. I don't read very much in a month, so all 5 of these probably isn't going to happen, but I might be able to get through 3 or 4 if I'm lucky. But I'm hoping to at least attempt to get through all 5. If you want to track my progress, I am hoping to start posting on my Instagram again, Her Bookish Obsession. So if you want to follow me there and see how I'm doing, link is in the description below. As all of my links are for Twitter, Wattpad, my blog, pretty much everything else that I am on social media wise, it's in the description. If you want to reach me, you know where to go. Anyways, that's all for today, guys. Keep calm and read on. See you next time. Hey. You know, just everyday things when people kill their main character off.